Hello and welcome to another Just Flying episode, where today we're in, I don't really know, to be honest, but it looks kind of cool though. Yeah, it's a Fuga CM170 Magister, although I have no idea what a Fuga CM170 Magister is, who made it, how old it is, or anything. I'm guessing some kind of military trainer maybe, and probably quite old. Yeah, very 2D cockpit, but I suppose not bad for freeware. It is freeware, by the way, it's downloaded from explain.org. Yeah, glass seems a bit weird. Seems like they tried to simulate glare in some particular lights, but it just makes it look a bit foggy outside. Yeah, but outside is the reason that made me want to check this out, as I do like the look of that. Kind of reminds me slightly, if you think back to American cars from the 1950s, where people who had absolutely no idea about aerodynamics were trying to make aerodynamic cars by putting fins and all sorts of other crap on them. Now, hopefully the aircraft manufacturers of this plane, whoever they were, they did have a slightly better grip on aerodynamics, but it does still remind me of that kind of thing. Actually, I can look it up, can't I, about who and what this is, and then add it as a caption that will appear in this video right about now. Interestingly, as you've now read the caption, but for me, I haven't looked it up yet, you now know more about this plane than I do at the moment. Okay then, guess time. 1950s military training aircraft produced in Holland. Yeah, that's what we'll go for. Yeah, by the way, Reunion Island scenery news. I know I did say that would only be a few days away, but something has happened and it's going to be delayed. Change your plans there, and we'll have a flight video in a day or two and I'll explain more then. But yeah, sorry, Reunion Island. Yeah, hopefully won't be too long, but no, it won't be appearing for a week or two just yet. Yeah, we're just test flying my new Fuga CM170 Magister today, so we'll concentrate on that for this video. Just looking, and we've got this guy who's taking off ahead of us, and I can see on the map there is another aircraft inbound, but he's still quite some distance, so I don't think he's going to matter, and we'll have plenty of time to be able to go before he gets here. This one should be up in the air by the time we reach the end of the runway as well, so that's all good. Away you go, enjoy your flight wherever you're going. Right then. Okay, got a flat bottom map to my joystick and I can hear a noise but can't see anything moving. Is it down here about that? Hold on! Well, come on, next camera, track IR, sort yourself out. Did I just... Yep, we have a hole in the bottom of our aircraft. There's a big hole in the bottom of my plane. At least I've found the flap indicator though. So yeah, 2 stages. So we'll go for the middle, yeah, just go for 1 stage, but we appear to have a hole. That is going to get quite blowy as we start to accelerate. I'm going to assume the real Fugger CM170 Magister didn't have a big hole, but for us, yeah, this is thermal socks, isn't it? Actually, 2 pairs. This is a double sock aircraft with the amount of wind that's going to be blowing through that hole. Okay, come on in. There. A little bit squirrely, and we're up. Yeah, not the prettiest or straightest takeoff roll you've ever seen. Call that probably my fault and not the plane, as this is my first flight, so maybe a bit more sensitive with the rudder pedals than I was anticipating. We are up, and time to shut the doors. Yeah, getting a bit cold in here now. Yeah, that's much better. But yeah, it seems okay now. Flying all right. Try the controls. That's quite slow for a full roll rate, or slower than I was expecting for a military aircraft. Pointed in the sky, speed is dropping rapidly, so certainly not a ballistic aircraft, even though we are still on full power. Keep going until it stalls and dies. And quite a docile kind of stall, really, gentle and forgiving. Sharper turn. Full yoke back, and that was nowhere near as responsive as I thought it was going to be either. Okay, I rarely fly military jets, but the few times I have, you know, it's more modern fighters. So perhaps the age of this thing, perhaps that makes it slightly less manoeuvrable than those. Or if it is a military trainer, as I strongly suspect, it may even be designed this way on purpose, as, you know, nice halfway stepping stone from general aviation to fighters for the students. Yeah, but being slightly less manoeuvrable, that's not a bad thing. Still flies well. Yeah, Wigram's not far from here, is he? So that was a military airfield. Yeah, no, we'll go around and land back at Christchurch again. Okay then, got the power and try and get rid of some of this airspeed, and we'll try a landing and see what I can do with that for a first ever attempt. Yeah, quite a nice day for flying, isn't it? Might bring it out for a longer flight later, maybe. But we will go back and land it now, as don't want the video to be too long. Yeah, no idea what speeds I should be going at, as I wasn't even paying attention to what speed we were doing when we got airborne. Slightly concerned with not steering off the side of the runway rather than looking at the airspeed indicator at that point, so we'll just make it up as we go along and hopefully not die. So some speed brakes, little ones, but yeah, it's better than nothing. Seem to be getting ourselves under control. So Time to open the big hole in the bottom of the plane again. Yeah, it's not just socks, is it? That would be blowing straight up your trouser leg as well. So, yeah, double sock. But I'm thinking maybe some kind of knitted bollock warmer would be a good idea as well. Who knows, maybe a bollock insulation that was incorporated into the flight suit for students. Yeah, I don't know, but would have been a good idea, although I'm assuming the real Fuga CM170 Magister didn't have a massive hole in just by your feet. Right then, seem to be doing okay. Speed is somewhere near that white arc, so I'm guessing that's probably a good thing. Gentle flare. And we're good. Yeah, nothing too difficult with landing that. That was... Let's have another little look. Yeah, certainly seemed okay. Yeah, initial flare probably a little too high, but yeah, Dave, for first ever attempt. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, when you... It does that sometimes when you switch the replay off. It doesn't put you back exactly where you were before. And sometimes it restarts the aeroplane a couple of feet in the air. Never mind. Yeah, there's a rear seat as well, isn't there? So, yeah! Who the hell are you? Could you fly it from here? We've got instruments but no view, and because of no view you'd taxi straight past where you were supposed to be getting off the runway, so yeah, it's there, and we're now in the seat. Right, is that it? Yeah, well, that's better. Yeah, front seat only aircraft then. So yeah, the Fuga CM170 Magister. Yeah, not too bad for freeware. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to delete this, but it's not going to be something I'll probably ever fly regularly. And it may just sit in the virtual hangar forevermore until I finally decide that, okay, I've not flown it for 2 years or whatever it's going to be. Maybe it is time to delete it, but yeah, it's okay. Yeah, I definitely still do like the look of the outside of it. I suppose it's one of those things with any kind of flight, really, sim flying in X-Plane, that you get to this point now, you're just parking up and say to yourself, yeah, did you enjoy that? And actually, yes, yeah, I did. Yeah, quite enjoyed that flight, that was nice. Yeah, so we've arrived. Yeah, the little test flight of the Fuga CM170 Magister. Yeah, I've just looked that up on Google. I did find it at the xplane.org site, so you should be able to get yourself a copy quite easily if you want one. Sausage and mash. So I'm just thinking out loud about my dinner. Yeah, sausage and mash, like the sound of that. So, okay, yeah. Anyway, back to the video. Yeah, yeah. That will do then. I'll see you again next time. Bye.